putting on a great race for us. Unfortunately for Dudude, cytown with a bit more time, armed with that red ring and the wand. I think that was the main difference between the runners in game one. But here we go. Game two is underway.
Absolutely here, so we'll see what happens. Looks like both runners are going to head for Vanilla Level 3's location, but we have orange gorillas in the overworld trying to get a bomb on that first drop, neither runner getting lucky.
Well, in seed number one, they were greeted with some red Wizrobes on this screen, so plenty of bomb drops in both our seeds.
All right, so here we are. First one is going to be cytown to Vanilla Level 3, and what do you know? We have Level 3 behind Level 3. Ain't this a blip?
Well, that's two in a row. I think last seed 3, and I think it was also Level 1 were in their vanilla spots.
Looks like Gibdos rolled Vanilla, 7 HP. cytown hoping for some bomb drops here. Dudude likewise trying to get bombs from these gorillas, but at this point it's just going to cash in their chips and move on to Level 3 themselves. They'll get another chance at the bombs here with these Gibdos. cytown did get a bomb drop, does have 4 bombs to his name right now, and the map and contestants for the first time tonight. Name that ink plot. This is a pretty simple one, August 40th. That's a power drill.
Well, there you go. I was thinking about maybe the head and neck of an ostrich.
That's not bad.
A little too much Donkey Kong country.
And Dudude getting bombs here from the Gibdos, and cytown. Oh, nice Kananaki there. That was a good move there. cytown finds the bomb upgrade, but at 111 rupees, we're not even remotely close to being able to pick that up. So looks like cytown is just going to go ahead and save their progress and go back to start and take a different route. Not enough resources here to start off this Level 3.
It looks like Dudude also setting up for this Kananaki.
We find our medium secret and cannot get the Kananaki, unfortunately, for Dudude, so we're going to have to come back later. Medium secret was 32 rupees. That's right around the mean. That's right where you want to see that medium secret, in the 32, 33 range, if not higher. So not a bad start in the money department.
Yeah, you would not have approved of seed 1. The secrets were 4, 26, and 69. cytown finds a level 8 here in vanilla.
I tell you what, if only the never mind. Let's talk about something else here. But that's crazy. 426.69. I'll have to see if any baseball players have that particular birthday. We find level 8 though in level 1 spot.
It looks like Dudude's spending a little bit more time in this level 3.
Oh, this could get dicey here. And contestants, name that ink plot on cytown's side.
That's just a monster.
Let's take a look at how many rooms there. Oh, Dudude. Having bubbles in a room that's got Gibdos as well, that is just an invitation for death there, unfortunately. And Dudude goes back to start. Kind of on the small side of a level 8. That's only 30 rooms. I've seen a little bit smaller than that, but not too much smaller, August.
Yep, kind of see where level 7 might fit in on this the right-hand side of that. Of course, could be segmented. Level 8 could kind of be sandwiched in between of 2 segments of level 7.
Yeah, it's not segmented by shapes logic, but it would be segmented by, say, like a vanilla level 5 logic. Absolutely, you are right about that one, August. So we'll see if that is into play or not, but what that does mean is we're only going to see the one set of transport staircases. So far, I don't think Dudude's found anything.
Yeah, I think you're right. cytown taking out these pancakes. Who's hungry?
Oof! 4 HP Stealthos and a magical key for cytown. That's a great thing to find at 0 keys. I'll tell you what's not a great thing to find, August. Beefy Keys rolling up to 2 HP. No fun.
Yeah, I completely agree with both those sentiments. Any key is especially awesome to find as your first item.
Dudude's able to get to the Triforce room. It is unguarded, just has to get by a few keys, but still looking for the 2 items here in level 3. One's going to be on the floor, the other's going to be behind the staircase. Since it's not a segmented level 3, the first staircase Dudude finds is going to be that item.
Yep, and good news, the gels, unlike the keys, did not roll up, going down to 1 swing of that wood sword.
Dudude's going to have to be very careful with these Gibdos here. Has 2 hearts remaining. They do 2 hearts of damage, so 1 bop and he is gone. Very careful here. Gets a bomb drop. Oh, but oh man! Got quickly surrounded by a couple of Gibdos there, but is able to work his way around, and just 1 more Gibdo to take down. Should have no trouble with this last one. Got him.
Yep, really threading that needle.
Ooh, and we see a ladder block potential here in Gibdos. We're not going to know if this is an item to drop. Oh! And you can't be hugging the Gibdos, Dudude. Goes back to start. Oof.
And those are a couple mummies that you do not want to give a hug.
And still not seeing any floor item here in level 8. 2 items left to go. One behind a staircase, the other behind a floor drop. We'll see if cytown is lucky enough to find both of those items. Dudude's going to try again here. Going to have to clear these beefy Stealthos again that rolled up to 4 HP. That's disgusting.
Yeah, and speaking of disgusting, these bubbles are not giving cytown any breaks.
Ah, I hate bubbles. See, Wizrobes, in my opinion, we find their floor item. It is a heart container. cytown now up to 4 hearts. The reason why Wizrobes are difficult are not because Wizrobes are being Wizrobes. It's because more often than not, they're accompanied by those darn bubbles. And Red Keys also rolled high.
Yep, that's no fun. Luckily, the Vires, though, going down to 1 bomb.
Yeah, thankfully they didn't roll up. So they're either 4, 3, or 2. We won't know until we find a white sword, wooden arrows, or a wand.
And meanwhile, Dudude back in this moat room here, armed with the beam swords, can at least get some information if this is the floor drop.
Yeah, this, with the beam sword, we'll be able to take down these Gibdos very easily across. It won't take any damage. Just has 1 more Gibdo left to take down, and just a key. cytown down to 1 heart. If he swallows more pancakes, that's going to be the end. He'll have a tummy ache, going to have to go to the hospital, and have to try level 8 all over again.
Gets through, but locked inside of another room with Gibdos. Up in A, no way.
Yeah, cytown wants to try a different path. Still 1 item left here in this level 8. It's going to be behind a staircase. Still have not found any items here in level 3 for Dudude.
Oh,
but until now...
Lord Banana, all hail, and he's going to pick that up. He hasn't found anything 5 minutes in.
Yeah, 8 minutes in, you're going to use that, but right now, what we've seen from these enemies, that wooden boomerang's not really going to do them much good. We have also found our staircase item, but Dudude's going to have to either take down these Gibdos or going to have to do a difficult block clip to get past, and trying to use the boomerang to stun lock them. That's always a good, smart move, and nicely done, using Lord Banana to his advantage, and finds a heart container.
Alright, so level 3 cleared out. cytown's still looking for the last staircase item here in 8.
Yeah, that is correct here. We'll see if he's able to find it. Dudude just plows through the Gibdos there. Let's see. Just has to get through these keys. Should not be too much of a problem. And the first Triforce of this match goes to Dudude.
Now let's see where he heads to next. We really haven't seen anything other than level 3 at Vanilla 3 and 8 at 1.
Dudude has 41 rupees. Must be making a play for Vanilla level 6 here. This could be our last item here in this level 8, or it could be the transport staircase. You never know, it could lead to that one-off that is connected. So it would be segmented again by a level 5 logic, as I like to call it, but it would not be segmented by shapes logic. That is the transport. cytown not going to take it.
Meanwhile, Dudude wrapped around to the graveyard, gonna check out what's in Vanilla level 6.
And also might check what the Armos item is if it's there. 50-50 chance it's there. Unfortunately, cytown finding a red herring. That double block does not push. If we find, ooh, level 1.
That's a nice find, as cytown finds the compass here to level 8. Level 1 being quite exciting. 3 items in here, just like level 8, but so much smaller.
Speaking of excitement, we have land moles that do 2 hearts of damage. They're the slow-moving variety, but when you only have a wood sword and no candle to deal combat, there you go. Now, Dudude would be smart to just get out of the room, which he does. By doing so, he'll clear the other one in progress, and we find the map. And let's take a look at this ink blot. Not a very big level 1 at all. Contestants, name that ink blot. I'll tell you what that is. That's a shop vac. Unfortunately, more land molas means the end of Dudude here. He'll have to go back to start and try again.
Thankfully, the red variety has not drunk their coffee, so they're on the sluggish side. The blue ones, however, no way you can outrun them.
Yeah, and those are the brutal ones. They do the same 2 hearts of damage, and unless you have Pegasus seeds, you can't outrun them. And unfortunately, last I checked, August, there are no Pegasus seeds in Zelda 1.
Yeah, not yet.
This potentially...
Hello.
Yep, hello, Aquamentus. This potentially could be an item, but it's a red herring. Nothing here for Dudude.
Aquamentus in level 8 guarding the Triforce on the floor rather poorly.
Yeah, that's not a good guard if I've ever seen one like that. Dudude trying to take down this Lamola down to their heads, but down to 2 hearts. Oh, that was close. Gets one, forced a bomb, is able to get the bomb, and kills the other one, gets a fairy. Boy, what a play there from Dudude.
Yep, showing off that combat ability.
Not only did he force a bomb from those land molas, building up that 10 count, which was absolutely amazing. You don't see a force off of a land mole every day, folks. But also getting a fairy drop at the end. Boy, what a room there from Dudude.
Almost looked like he was laughing in that face of that second land mole.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. Look at this. We have the first appearance of the Wizrobes. Yes, that's right, folks. We're in Uncle Wizzy's clubhouse, and boy, oh boy, August, we're going to have big fun tonight.
Well, just the red variety so far in level 1.
Hopefully that's all Dudude sees, but usually when there's orange Wizrobes, there's going to be blue Wizrobes to follow, and hopefully for Dudude's sake, they're not guarding the Triforce. Orange Wizrobes did guard the heart container. Cytown... Oh, that might be a mistake there. We find our Triforce unguarded for Dudude in level 1. That's going to be his second. That was a staircase that Aquamentus guarded, and Cytown probably, well, we'll see what happens. That was the item staircase, though.
That was not. He came out of that
he did.
That staircase earlier. Yeah,
I didn't see that. That's where he emerged. Okay.
That's why there's 2 of us, and when both of us miss, that's what chat's for.
Here is the another heart container. So far we found 2 hearts here in level 1. There's still 1 item left that's going to be on the floor for Dudude.
Upside Town back in level 8, still looking for the staircase item.
Patra Wayne had it.
And it's just the book. So out of level 8, Triforce in hand, but not much else.
Tell you what, August, that Patra's going to get filthy rich here because he gets to keep Gray's Sports Almanac.
He can have it. I think that's in an alternate version of the timeline that doesn't apply with the Zelda 1 rando.
Now, Dudude's out of level 1. I didn't see if he found the 3rd item or not. I certainly didn't see it. The magical boomerang was the other item in level 1, and Dudude declined on it.
Thank you, chat.
And whoa, we've got our Armos item. It's the bow.
All right, that's 1 item we will not have to be digging for.
Yes, indeed. So if Dudude purchases wood arrows, can take down Gomas and pulls voices and a bunch of other enemies as well. Cytown about to stumble upon that bow as well. But first, going to check this shop. We discover blue ring, modest discount, 239 rupees is the price. We'll see if it comes into play depending on the combat. So far, combat really hasn't been an issue yet. Ooh, but cytown taking damage to that Armos, losing 1 heart every time. Now Dudude's turn at level 8.
Yep, and cytown should be headed into level 1. So these racers swapping places.
All right, indeed. So right now, I wouldn't say either player has an advantage or a disadvantage. It's a little too early to tell at this point. But Dudude having some issues just a little bit with the aim on these Vires. It doesn't help that you're in a room full of these Armos turret or not Armos, but Beamos turret statues, but Dudude does clear that room.
Man, that would be awful if Armos shot fireballs.
Hopefully I didn't just give Fred an idea. Uh-oh, cytown down to 1 heart and needs to get one of these down. He does. Oh, that fairy almost tempted him to death right there, August. I mean, fairies can bail you out, but more often than not, Sprite loves to troll, and that almost cost cytown.
And gets a Dudude on the other side, gets a very nice clock drop in this room full of Gibdos.
Definitely well needed, down to 1.5 hearts. Any bop from a Gibdo will send Dudude back to start. One more land mola left to go on cytown. Great fight, but gets a key that he doesn't need. cytown going to find a heart container right here. That's going to put him up to 5 hearts. Right now, Dudude guaranteed the white sword item at the waterfall.
Yep, still 2 free, or relatively free, overworld items. 1 blocked by the ladder, 1 blocked by 4 to 6 hearts.
Yep, and cytown should get his 6th heart here in level 1. Dudude's going to find this double block, but I do believe this was the red herring. cytown gets his compass here in level 1, is going to find these Wizrobes. Watch out. Body does 1 heart of damage, but those beams, they're wicked. They do 4 hearts of damage, and what a time for a clock as Dudude finds his any key.
Luckily, the red Wizrobes going down to just a single bomb. And cytown grabbing that Triforce out of level 1.
Yeah, no question he's going to go back to try and find the 3rd item, but he's probably not going to like what he sees. No, maybe he already saw it. Maybe he already saw it, or he's taking that chance.
Or he picked it up and it's on his B button.
I'm telling you, that's why we have 2 commentators, folks. So cytown did pick up the magical boomerang here in level 1. So both of our runners do have possession of a boomerang.
And it looks like our arrows are in our vanilla blue candle shop. So I believe the blue candle is up in the rare shop. Again, 2 seeds in a row.
Find out what the actual retail price of that blue candle is in just a moment. It's anywhere between 40 and 80 rupees. cytown has the money covered in case it is maximum. Not a good price for that cheap bait, though, at 71 rupees. That's a markup of 11.
I always make note of any cheap keys, and that's a pretty cheap key at 63.
Yeah, that is a cheap key. Bombs have a 20% discount at 16, but look at the price of that blue candle, 1 below the max.
And that's something you like to see. But that does unlock 2 large secrets for us. As Dudude find the book.
Doesn't want it, which I don't blame him, because when equipped with the wand, it pretty much hinders the use of your wand more than helps it. However, to be fair, we've seen people use it as a long-range red candle, especially when you can't find a candle shop and you have the wand and the book. You can burn down that bush at vanilla level 8. We've seen a couple of runners already employ that strat. Oh, another nasty hug from a Gibdo. Dudude back to start.
Only problem with the wand and book strat is that there's no guarantee that either of those items aren't going to be in level 9.
It's true. They both could be in level 9. I've seen it happen before. Won't happen tonight because we've already seen the book, obviously, but I have seen it happen before. By the way, I never gave my answer on the ink blot. I'm going to go with my classic. That's a Spear Knight from CV2.
Yep, there you go. So cytown making good use of his magical boomerang.
Yep, and also make good use of that blue candle. You can only fire it once on the screen that you're currently on. If you want to use it again, you got to go to another screen. When you get the red candle, you can fire it as many times as you would like on the screen that you're on, but you can only have a maximum of 2 shots at once.
Yep, unless it's a room full of moblins or, you know, other sprites and just too many sprites and the candle won't fire.
Cytown finds the Triforce, but isn't interested in it yet. I wonder if Cytown's trying to build up a count or just trying to go through one of these shutter doors. Yeah, he's going for one of these shutter doors, which makes sense. He's going to find his heart container, which will put him up to 7.
Now, both these items were in the western part of this level 3 here. I think this is the transport for Dudude over to the Triforce.
It is. Already has found both of the staircase items. Cytown gonna have to be careful. They're down to half a heart, and once he takes down this Gibdo, unless he drops a heart, gonna have to be careful on that staircase. It's a bomb, which is nice, but now one hit from these keys and back to start he goes.
Oh! There's the commentator's curse for you.
Ah, man, that was just a snipe right there by that Keys. He was ready for Cytown there. Too bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, that boomerang doing nothing for these runners versus those keys. They're not getting killed by the boomerangs, and they're not even getting stunned because the developers of the original game didn't program any stun animations in.
Yep, it's just gonna go right through the keys. You're absolutely right there.
Would it give them a frame of invulnerability?
I'm not sure about that. I've never really paid close attention. There's one person who would definitely know the answer to that, Fred. Dudude still trying to find that floor item. We know it's a heart container. I don't remember which room it was in, though.
Yeah, I have forgotten as well. Cytown's still in this level 3. Now I think he's working up a count.
Yeah. Well, if he was, he just lost it there. I believe his count is going to be 4. Now he's going to go back for that. No, he's not going to go back. He may not even go back for that heart container at all. I mean, think about it. He has enough hearts to pick up the white sword item. If he doesn't believe it's going to be a magical sword seed, he might as well just grab the Triforce and leave. Now he finds that the wooden boomerang was the floor item, so Cytown can either get the heart or he can just grab the Triforce. And as I kind of figured, and again, it's the right play considering how much time he's been here in this level 3, he'll go ahead, bypass the heart, get this Triforce, and that'll be his 3rd one.
Yep, taking the lead in terms of Triforce count. But Dudude not far behind.
Yeah, but his issue is he's still not found that heart container in level 8. And again, I can't remember which room it is. It might have been this room. I think it was this room now that I think about it. I do believe it was in a Gliok room. Now he has to clear this room. Oh, but not going to go for it. Unless, of course, I was mistaken, which wouldn't surprise me at this point, August.
No, I think you're right. That did jog my memory as well. I think it is somewhere in this area of level 8, though. Meanwhile, Cytown might be headed up Death Mountain. Yep.
or might be heading for the waterfall with his 6 hearts to find out what that white sword item is, plus head to level 5's location, I would imagine. And now
Yeah,
Dudude is going to clear this room. Gonna find that heart container, and he'll be done with this level 8. We got it. Well, now he's not gonna clear, or is he gonna check? All right, he's not checked this room. Well, you know, it makes sense. Easier enemies. Ooh, double fairies for cytown. Of course, he had full health. Go figure. And just one lonely Tektite with the Zora guarding the waterfall. And our white sword item is the raft.
That's a very nice find. One of our required items.
Definitely. So there is the heart container for Dudude. Now Nose is done with this level, and I'll tell you, we got ourselves a ball game early on here, August.
Yeah, really exciting race. These racers know what's at stake.
You better believe it. So mark another Triforce for Dudude here in level 8, and we are pretty much tied here. The only advantage is that cytown has the raft from the white sword item, which Dudude will be able to get, and cytown heading for level 5 hand. Would you believe this? Level 5 is in level 5 spot. That is 2, folks. 2.
Yep, the only difference here between these runners, other than that raft, is their choice of bananas. cytown opting with the magical. Dudude has the royal banana.
Right you are here, and Dudude doing some screen scrolling here. Looks like might be heading for Monocle Rock to pick up a bonus cave, heart container, or a potion. Oh, and this might be the classic one-off. It is not.
It finds the bomb hole.
But it might be a 2-off. Heart container for Dudude at Monocle Rock, now up to 8 hearts.
It looks like he's opting to check out the forest rather than the Lost Hills.
Oh, it is a 2-off. Oh, what a troll. Dudude will get that medium secret up to 106 rupees. Now I'm going to make the play for vanilla level 2 for the first time.
And speaking of first times, we have seen our first blue Wizrobes here in 5.
Now they were bound to come sooner or later. And it's level 7 in level 2's location. And another Patra. I guard the map. On guard.
Touche.
Except I think on guard is misspelled. I don't believe there's a U in on guard.
I took Spanish in high school, as cytown finds the wand here in level 5.
That's a great find there. That is the equivalent of a white sword. Does 2 hearts of damage. Unfortunately, it will not work against those pesky Wizrobes.
Yeah, I don't know why a magic beam doesn't affect magical enemies, but I can't argue.
Well, they do in Zelda 2 when you use the reflex spell. You can reflect the Wizrobe beams and kill them that way. In fact, that's the only way you can kill Wizrobes in Zelda 2.
Very nice looking fairy there at 1 heart. And name that ink blot.
Let's take a look at the size of that beast. That's a big level 7, which kind of doesn't surprise me considering how small level 8 is.
Well, I'm going to continue with the DKC references. That kind of looks like a Neki.
That's 28 rooms, only 2 rooms smaller than level 8. And up until last Friday, I always thought 28 rooms was the maximum level 7 could be, but we had a 30-room level 7 in one of last Friday's races. But it was still not bigger than level 8, because level 8 was 31 rooms.
Oh, and we have a ladder block Triforce here in level 5.
Yeah, that is absolutely nasty here. Well, we haven't checked what the ladder item on the coast is, but yep, the ladder is needed to beat the seed, which comes to the surprise of nobody. What I always like to say is when we're playing with 8 Triforce seeds like this, chances are you're going to need that ladder about 99% of the time.
Yep, not everyone can pull an RC drone win.
I like that answer. A few people in chat said that that's mainland Europe. I definitely see Europe in that ink plot. That's well done. I also see it almost looks like New York too, but I like
Yeah,
Europe better.
I was thinking my home state of New York, but that little kind of break in the bottom section is what threw me.
Yeah, the break is what leads me to guess that Europe is the better answer there. But tell you what, if you ever play Second Quest, level 6's ink blot actually does kind of look like the state of New York.
Yep. There's Dudude taking out this Patra guarding the shutter door here in 7. It is the expanding variety.
That's no fun. And look out! Oh, he's heading right and just gonna up and in give up because he was about to buy it right there, and that's all for level 7 for Dudude. I have to come back later. Cytown, meanwhile, in level 2.
Yep, 2 items on the floor. Nothing so far. That wand once again really helping out versus this Darknut combat.
I'll have to count to see how many hits that was, but I want to say blue Darknuts rolled to 6. We'll see about that. Let's see. Wallmasters didn't go up. No, they're either 7 or 8. So they were either neutral or -1.
Looks like the Pulse voice rolled down though.
I'm guessing 8. I'm guessing they rolled to 8 perhaps. Orange Darknuts were either neutral or -1 as well. And we're about to find out the latter item on the coast. It is a heart container. What a surprise. Cytown gets the Triforce out of level 2, but that almost might have been a Y-Force there. I'm certain he's going to go back.
Yeah, looks like it. Still 2 items, relatively small dungeon. Not gonna nope out of here unless you're in go mode.
Yeah, definitely. It's all going to come down to routing and seeing a level like level 2 here. This could potentially favor a Cytown here. Dudude's on his way to, looks like level 5, and he is not going to like what he sees when he finds that ladder block Triforce.
Yeah, might appreciate a wand pickup that would effectively triple his combat if he can hit the A and B button at the same time.
Right, you're talking about the wand and sword trick that runners can do with the wand and sword dip, so they'll do all the damage in the world. This is a segment to level 2, folks. You normally don't see a staircase in level 2, so this is definitely a segmented level 2. We'll see if it's needed to complete the level.
Meanwhile, there is the compass pickup for Dudude. Not gonna bomb and find the troll segment up there. It's gonna up an A, back to start.
Yeah, Dudude figured that was a dead end. I mean, little did he know that it was a 2-room segment, but his instincts were absolutely right. It was a dead end, so he will continue.
That 2 next to his bomb count might have had something into play. Has to be careful or wise where he spends his bombs.
Dudude gonna back out of level 5 without the wand, but on the other hand, that's actually not a bad dive out because he'll have to come back later, and this could give him an opportunity to maybe go to level 2 next or something. We find our map, gonna pick it up, and it is double segmented. Contestants, name that ink plot as Dudude gets his raft. I got it. That is one of those small dinosaurs. I can't remember the name of that particular dinosaur, but just got his tail caught in a cactus.
Ah, interesting. The flying variety of dinosaur, the pterodactyl?
No, not a pterodactyl. It's not one of those winged dinosaurs, but I can't think of the dinosaur name. It's a small dinosaur. Not a velociraptor, but smaller than that.
I was never too good on my dino names.
I was once upon a time, but that's been so many years ago. Dudude finding that level 6 is where level 4 is tonight.
Yeah, grabbed that raft and went straight for this spot. Let's see if this is where the progression is.
I love that Guns N' Roses reference. Welcome to the dungeon. We've got fun and games. That's one of my favorites. Oh, another ladder block Triforce. That's 2.
Alrighty, so where is that ladder?
This could be one of those seeds, August 40th, that whoever finds the ladder first very well could win this race.
Yep, ladder or silvers. Those are the 2 big ones.
Oh no, and Dudude finds himself in a muggeroon with only 1 bomb left, not even going to pay the 55 rupee toll. Just going to cut his losses up an A and try a different path.
Gets the compass here. Still no map of level 6.
Oh, level
And
6.
cytown. Ooh, hello.
Free candle.
There's a candle.
Remember that Dudude did not purchase a candle yet, so that was definitely a nice find there for Dudude. Cytown does have the blue candle.
Looks like cytown just picked up one of the heart containers here in 2.
Yep, so we're still looking for... That might have been both items. I didn't see what the second item was, though. Unless he was blocked. Ooh, recorder was found. Ooh.
Aha,
that's
thank
huge.
you, chat.
It's going to give cytown access to Recorder Lake, where level 7 normally would be. We know it's not level 7 tonight. It could be level 9, or it could be level 4, and Dude, another hug from a Gibdo. Oh, how many have we seen tonight? That's too many.
And please bear with the tracker. There is a bit of a delay, as sometimes happens.
Yep, we are showing that everything is marked the way it is supposed to be accordingly, but we're having some technical issues with the tracking device tonight, but everything should be in order momentarily. cytown sees the red candle and is not going to grab it. There's really no need for him. I mean, he could have grabbed it, and he may grab it on the way going to the right, as he didn't like what he see in that room. And nah, he doesn't need it. At this point, when you've already gotten the blue candle, you're almost 40 minutes in. Even those couple of seconds sometimes just isn't worth your while.
We've seen it come down to noping out of a certain staircase can cause one runner to win the race.
Yeah. And cytown got rudely greeted by Patra Wayne there, and cytown's had enough.
Oh, is that from Metroid? I believe...
Could be the Metroid starts sound.
I think that
or when you pick up a power-up. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like the power-up get from Metroid. You may be right.
I haven't played much Metroid, but I have watched a good number of speedruns. Dudude taking a death here in the level 6. Gonna stick around, though.
We find our large secret. cytown just picked it up at the Dead Woods. It's 98 rupees. Not terrible, not great, definitely not laws approved, but it's an average money seed.
I'm pretty certain that is not the Indiana Jones theme, as cytown finds a level 4 underneath Recorder Lake.
Oh, and Dudude getting tumbled by these Tektites here is just going to up an A and take a different path. Yeah, that definitely sounds like Metroid. One of the rare times that I knew the tune. I mean, I'm not. That's one game I really need to get to, because I've always wanted to do commentary for the Z1M1 Randomizer. I mean, I've already got the chops for the Zelda. I just need to be more knowledgeable about Metroid. We find Zelda's room, and we find a bunch more blue Wiz rooms. Yikes.
Yeah, no thank you. Not with just the green tunic.
Oh, and another potential ladder block as Dudude picks up the heart container at the coast. Take any spot, up to 9 hearts now, and gonna get a large secret for 98 more rupees. Gonna take him up to 212.
Yep, Dudude 1 heart away for the minimum requirements for the magical sword. Let's see if he opts to go back towards the graveyard at some point.
Well, considering that level 1 was there, I wouldn't make a play for the magical sword unless I have a lot of hearts. And there's level 9. That was the last level that we hadn't seen yet. It is behind level 8's location.
That is a good question. Laz, do you know how many people entered this tournament?
I do
I
believe
think
there were 90, I believe. There were 90 of them. If I'm looking at the brackets right, there were 90 people who were in the brackets.
So there you go. Tons of racers, tons of awesome people.
Now, I want to say we started with maybe 100, but some of them backed out as the tournament progressed for some reason or another. But 90 people made their way to the brackets.
Cytown taking out those danger noodles from the safety of that doorway.
I'll tell you what runners are not safe from doorways like that. Blue Wizrobes. I've seen some very rude blue Wizrobes over the last couple of weeks clip through the top of that door and just kill runners. I've seen it. They are nasty. They take no for an they will not take no for an answer.
Well, Cytown is doing his best to say no, but Wizrobes to the right, Wizrobes to the south.
Stuck in the middle with you.
He is gonna go in and out, see if the Dark Moblin is the priority enemy here, and it looks like it is. Ooh,
Go figure.
As Dudude picking up his blue ring from the shop, opting for a little extra defense.
I certainly don't blame him considering the number of deaths he's already taken, so that is going to double his defense, damage down to 1/2 the base value, and we have a segmented level 4. Contestants, name that ink blot.
And that's a challenging one. I'm gonna just go with the cactus.
Yeah, I got nothing. I'll go with that same cactus.
Dudude bombing Spectacle Rock, finding level 2.
I'm going to say it's a lizard on a skateboard jumping over a microscope.
I would pay a good amount of money to see that. Maybe like $40 or $50 for a ticket.
This has just been a brutal combat scene, and seeing what we are seeing right now in this level 4 and seeing what might be required to progress, that blue ring purchase really could be a game changer for Dudude, unless of course we find red ring on cytown's side. There's the item.
The ladder.
Speaking of game changers!
That ladder will give him access to 2 ladder block Triforces that we've seen so far.
Boy, just when you think Dudude was getting back into this race, I think Cytown just retook the lead.
And of course, anything can happen. That blue ring could be a major component.
That is absolutely correct. We will see as this progresses. As Dudude's trying to clear these dark nuts, gets a key that he doesn't need, but he'll just grab it for posterity's sake. And here's some more land molas that Cytown is just going to dodge.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a land mola.
Oh, you bet. Here, Cytown was ready for that troll beam to the face there. He's able to dodge, speaking of dodging. Of course, Dudude finding a clock after he killed the last enemy in a room, because the game knows.
Either the last enemy or the first wall master.
Yeah, that's the one room that you don't want to see a clock in, is a Wallmaster room, because while they're nice anywhere else, in a Wallmaster room, they're not so nice, because if there's any Wallmasters left, you've picked up that clock, you're screwed, especially if you're in a room that is enclosed by this single shutter door.
Cytown dodging these blue Lionels, trying to troll him as he heads towards the coast.
Dudude doing a good job here in this very difficult room. Took down the blue dart nut that will do a heart of damage with that blue ring. Those pulse voices also do a heart. And those bubbles can come in handy because if you're getting close to an enemy, you can buffer off the bubbles and not take damage. Yes, you're going to lose your sword. And there's the Triforce in level 2 as Cytown going to take the potion from the bonus cave at the coast so he can refill his health on 2 different occasions.
Yeah, not sure if Dudude has seen the heart on the floor here, but needs to grab the recorder out of here.
Yeah, for certain. And of course, now the good news is for Dudude, that room where he found the Triforce, that room is going to stay locked because of those bubbles. So as long as Dudude stays here in this level 2, he won't have to clear that room again. Hey, a nice clock there. It can take down this last Dark Nut with no problem.
Upside down at the coast. Gonna grab this heart.
Might as well. It's a free heart. He's now up to 8 hearts, 2 away from a potential chance at the magical sword. And with this 255 rupees, also going to make the blue ring purchase to double his defense. Well, look at that. There's that stupid clock in a Wallmaster room. There's still more Wallmasters left. Now, he's free of the clock, but unfortunately, there's no drop here.
Cytown seeing level 9 underneath the burn bush. I think you should have known that already, unless he hasn't been into this level 7 yet.
No, he hasn't.
Dude, noped out of here pretty quickly.
And I can't remember the reason why, if it was a ladder block or if it was Wizrobes or what, but yeah, he wasn't in this level 7 very long. I do think he was combat blocked. He took a few deaths. There's the map for Dudude. We had seen that earlier. There's that dinosaur whose tail got caught in a cactus. There's the heart for Dudude. I'm going to be up to 10 hearts.
Looking for that second item.
Wallmaster's rolling neutral at 2. Another clock in a Wallmaster room. Come on, game. Knock it off.
Here's the map to level 7 that we've seen already.
Yep, that was the European map.
And there's our bait block.
Quote-unquote bait block. Bait's not going to be required. And the answer that I always say when someone asks me, what if Zelda was a grill? She'd be a George Foreman.
Those are very handy.
They sure are, as Dudude trying to clear this last blue Dark Nut. One more hit, I believe. Got him. There's that recorder.
Cytown finding a staircase here in 7.
That'll be the transport. So next staircase Cytown finds will be the item. Dudude knows where the Triforce is, so just needs to go get it, and we'll be done with level 2. We'll take a lead in the Triforce department temporarily. That was an amazing Patra kill, and it guarded the Triforce here in level 7. And that Patra's gone for good, so Cytown can grab that any time as Dudude gets the Triforce out of level 2. I must say, August, we have seen some flashes of brilliance from both runners so far in this race.
Yep, these racers aren't disappointing, that's for sure. Catastrophe in chat, noting that Cytown took 1 hit from that Patra in a spiral room. That is no easy feat.
Yeah, that's tough to do. He used that wand to buffer so that he wouldn't take damage from those bees, as Dudude's now going to head for Recorder Lake and enter level 4 as Cytown gets the Triforce out of level 7. So we're even up in the Triforce department again. We'll see if Cytown decides to go back, which he does. We don't know what the 2 items here are in level 7, but Dudude in level 4 going to find that ladder. I'm telling you, August, we still have a race.
Oh yeah, it's not over until we see that dot done.
And right now, it is clearly anybody's game. We find our floor item. It's another heart container for Cytown, now up to 9 hearts. There aren't too many hearts left in that shuffle.
I do believe we still have the floor item in 4 and 5, staircase items in 6 and 7 to find.
Yeah, you are correct about that. Now remember, Power Bracelet cannot be in level 9. All the other items that are still in play very well could be there, including the silver arrows. I'd love to see them be there.
Dudude cautiously taking out these blue whiz robes. Cytown, not enough money to purchase that bomb upgrade.
Yeah, we've now seen both bomb upgrades in this seed, but both runners spent their money on the blue ring, so no can do on the bomb upgrade.
Cytown able to kind of nope out of any of these rooms that aren't potential staircases.
Dudude wants absolutely no part of that bonkers room there. Finds the map. We'll see that it's segmented. Double, not triple. Dudude's able to go in the half tile, so he's not going to take any damage from those beams. So, some good moves here. There's the compass in level 7. Of course, Triforce has already been acquired by Cytown.
Oh, this should be the staircase.
Yes.
And it's the white sword.
That's a nifty find there for Cytown. That's going to double his attack power, and he is done with this level 7. And with that pickup, I don't see Cytown making a play for the magical sword. He's going to, at the very least, have blue ring. He'll have white sword. I don't see him making that play.
Yep, I concur. Game 1, who's turning down staircase hearts left and right. Do believe this is the ladder for Dudude.
Gets a nice bomb drop there. Cytown going to grab a heart container, and both runners now have a 20% chance at the magical sword if they choose to make that play, as Dudude does get his ladder.
So once again, we're all evened out, 4 Triforces apiece. Cytown does have the advantage of the wand and the white sword, but that's not much.
Well, it depends on what we see in level 9, the Great Equalizer, August, because, resource management could be combat heavy, could be, find the bomb hole, wild goose chase, be finding the silver arrows maybe, and Ganon in Zelda, who knows?
Cytown back in level 5 and knows the Triforce's ladder block is making a beeline for it.
Yep, but he's going to have to clear this room first. This is not a fun room. Bubbles on all of the platforms? Oh, get me out of here.
Yeah, that's when you go in and out and hope they spawn on different areas.
He's hoping that it's not whiz robes. Well, one of them's not a whiz robe at least. Just needs a blue and an orange. And oh no, Dudude taking a death deep into this level 4. Back to start he goes. Ouch.
And it looks like the red whiz robes are the priority enemy in this room. And there is the Triforce for Cytown.
Tough break there. Got a bomb drop, but probably didn't see it in time, so misses out on that, but does get his 5th Triforce piece.
Oh, and we must have missed the Triforce out at 2 for Cytown, so he just has 2 left. Out of level 4 and level 6.
Yes. Level 4 is where Dudude is right now. So yeah, Dudude's going to start to pull away, because remember, he can get the Triforce out of 6. Now, he's not been to 6 yet, but it looks like he's heading there now. Or is he?
I think he was in 6 a bit earlier, saw that red candle and said, no thank you. Looks like he's
that's right.
Headed over to Recorder Lake, level 4. So we're gonna
Yep, where
get these.
Dudude is right now.
There's the high five. Dudude leaving as cytown is entering.
Yeah, neither player knows where the Triforce is here in level 4, and I do not believe we know what our floor item is in level 4 either. For all we know, it's probably guarded by blue Wizrobes.
Yeah, I did not take any note of floor drops in level 4. But it looks like Dudude on his way back, just getting a quick health refill from that fairy next door.
Yeah, he's got a feeling one of these blue Wizrobe rooms is acquired, but which one? Cytown has the advantage with the white sword. I don't know how many hits they go down at. It's too many, that's all I gotta say. It's too many.
Yeah, the best blue Wizrobe is the squishy blue Wizrobe.
Yeah, they could roll to 8 hit points, or they can roll as high as 12 hit points.
I think Dudude has narrowed it down to this room here.
Not a bad room to pick. We'll see if this is going to be the one that has the jackpot. It does!
The Tringle.
Very nicely done for Dudude. That's going to be the Triforce out of level 4, number 5 for him. I think at this point he's got to gamble. He is.
Gary, I think seeing how much time he spent in that level 4 and then he found the map, I'm assuming he must have at least seen the floor drop.
It might have been a heart, but I don't think so.
Yeah, the only thing I think he might have noped out of would be the power bracelet.
It could be. Yeah, power bracelet is one of the remaining items that cannot be in level 9. And yeah, it very well could be in level 4.
Dude, now rafting over to level 6.
Of course, right now the 64,000 rupee question is, where are the silver arrows? Because right now it seems like level 9 is the play, but that is not a guarantee yet.
Appears that we might have missed the power bracelet on the floor in 5.
Possibly. Mr. Cap thinking he might have seen it in level 5. Well, there's the floor item. It was a heart container, so good move by Dudude, and there's the Triforce for Dudude in level 6, so he's going to briefly tie it up, but cytown's going to retake the lead by getting his 7th here. And then, it's not far to get the 8th one in level 6.
Yep, cytown with a decent chance at that magical sword.
And right now, cytown's going to have a lead. We don't know how big of a lead, but he's going to have some kind of lead going into level 9. I mean, it depends on how long it takes Dudude to find items. I mean, at his point, he's got to be thinking, considering who he's up against in cytown, we're almost an hour in. He may have to hit that Gamelmatic 9000 and hope that the silver arrows are in level 9. Or he has to get lucky and hope that the silver arrows are in a level that cytown is already cleared. And cytown will be spending a lot of time in level 9. It's still not over yet. Any of these scenarios could happen.
And it looks like cytown might be making that magical sword play now.
Yeah, he's got a 40% chance to double that attack power. I'm a little surprised he would make this move considering the gravity of the situation, but that magical sword, considering the combat, could make a difference. Is 11 enough? It is!
Yeah, don't see that very often, and I'm guessing he might be feeling a bit of a confidence factor with that game 1 underneath his belt.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing. And cytown going back into level 1. Nope, he's thinking, wait a minute, I've already done this. Yeah, August, with that magical sword, cytown can now do 4 hit points of damage on every strike of the sword.
That magical sword is always nice to have. Makes that Ganon fight so much easier. It'll help him out with these Wizrobes in these dungeons. But now off to level 6, one Triforce to go.
White Sword was in level 7, and I do believe the heart container was another item. Now, if that is indeed truly the case, doing the process of elimination in my head, I do believe Mr. Cab would be right that the power bracelet would be in 5, because it can't be in 9. And if that's the case, silver arrows are in 9. You know, I just thought of something. If that really is the case, we have our classic vanilla items in 9, silver arrows and red ring.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Which is a statistical improbability, might I add, in Randomizer with these particular flags.
Here is a staircase. Nope, the red ring here in level 6 in the staircase.
Oh, we never discovered the staircase item at all in level 6. So, yeah, it's a heart container and silver's in 9. Wow.
Yep,
Son of a beehive.
Power bracelet confirmed in level 5.
Oh, my goodness gracious. So, yeah, it's silver arrows and a heart container in 9. Wow. Okay.
And with that, we have all the information we need other than that door and that roar. And I actually saw a comment in chat last seed, the roar of a boar.
Maybe it's not in level 5. I mean, could it have been the 4 item in level 7 and I missed it again? It wouldn't surprise me. I feel like now I'm referencing everything. That's a great Phil Collins song. I missed again.
Yep. No, I'm pretty sure we saw the white sword and a heart container here in level 7. There's the white sword pickup for Dudude.
Or it could have been in level 3. I mean, to be honest, I really didn't see anything in level 3. I saw... no, wait, no. It wasn't in level 3. It was Wooden Boomerang and Heart Container in 3.
But we have Dig Doggers here in level 9. That could be fun.
All right, so cytown at level 9 finds the silver arrows immediately before I can even start talking about it. 3 things he was looking for. He's found one of them, and I think this is going to be game, set, and match, folks. I mean, unless level 9 proves to be the ultimate great equalizer, I think cytown's going to be advanced into the Sweet 16.
Yeah, he was in here, what, less than 60 seconds before he comes across those silvers?
Yeah.
So unless the pig and the princess are notoriously good at this game of hide and seek tonight, I think this is cytown's game and match.
Yeah. So, what I was going to say is, other than the silver arrows, the other things he's going to be looking for, we're going to listen for that roar of Ganon. Yes, the roar and the door. When he hears the roar, then Ganon's adjacent to where he currently is, one room, north, south, east, or west. Second thing he's going to be looking for is that room with a single shuttered door. If that shuttered door does not open upon full clear of the room, he has found Zelda.
Dudude's still trekking through this level 7.
Well, listen, August, I wanted to see silver arrows in level 9, and yes, I got my wish, but I wanted to see them deep in 9, not the first few rooms.
Yeah, but it ain't over until that done is entered.
Right you
Seen
are,
time
August.
and time again, an 8, 10, even 15-minute lead into level 9 is nothing when the kidnapped and the pig are good at hide and seek. But here is a single shutter door. But it opens.
There's a transport staircase, one of 6 sets of transport staircases in level 9, unless, of course, you have the ultra rare segment in level 9 where you'd have a 7th set, but again, ultra rare.
Both our runners taking transports in their respective dungeons.
Oh, I hear a roar, unless it's Aquamentus.
Yeah,
probably
just
Aquamentus,
Aquamentus.
There's a single shutter door. That's not it. This should be a much easier Patra fight for Dudude. With the white sword.
Yep, and should be coming out of level 5 with that wand. It was directly en route to the Triforce.
There's a key for Dudude. There's another staircase. There we go. Find the other item, which was a heart container, as we suspected.
Yep, we here in the commentary booth, all y'all viewing, we have all the information of where every item is.
Yeah, that's something you don't see every day in a randomizer run. Oh, and poor Dudude. Picking the wrong beat, but has one heart left as long as he... Oh, don't hug him! Oh, that was close.
And I think Dudude is on the route to the heart container.
Yeah, I think you're right. We haven't seen one of these all day. There's a man handling with the magical sword and silver arrows. That's just an easy fight. And with the red ring, too. That also helps a lot.
A white sword helping Dudude out with these beefy red keys.
Unfortunately, Fires didn't roll down to their minimum 2 HP, so only bombs and silver arrows and a magical sword will give you a shot at bombs. Okay, we can get confirmed thanks to Mr. Cab. It was in level 5 in an NSU room, so yeah, it's definitely a heart container in 7.
Well, that is not the route. Now Dudude, I think, is gonna head elsewhere. Oh, still needs the Triforce out of here.
And I think he just realized that he may just cut his losses. You know, considering who he's up against, he's running out of time. He's got to get this Triforce. He's got to start turning on the afterburners.
Yep. At this point, he should know that he's a bit behind. 67 minutes in and still not in level 9.
Normally I call level 7. There is that heart container, and now Dudude can grab that Triforce and leave. He's leaving without the Triforce! Oh no, that's a mistake!
Unless he already got it?
No, he didn't get it because it was still flashing.
Oh, yikes.
Speaking of flashing things, we have our compass for cytown here, so now knows where Zelda is.
It doesn't know the route directly there, but just a few rooms away. It does
And
look
there's
like
the map.
Wow.
So for the
And
final
not
time,
a whole lot. Yeah, not a whole lot of... Oh, wow. And the pig right next door?
he's left. Wow,
So this-
Ganon and Zelda diagonal.
And masked by this dig dogger.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon. Need 4 hits with the magical sword to take down the pig. High roll driver will cost him 1 heart. This is a difficult room for a fight, though. And there's a high roll driver right there. 2, 3. Oh, not quite. 1 more hit left. Got him.
Oh, that was close.
Down goes Ganon. We've got bacon, and cytown is moving on to the Sweet 16 in the Zelda Randomizer tournament. Get your GGs out for cytown. Great performance tonight from him.
I absolutely couldn't agree more. Unfortunately, this is going to be the end of the road for Dudude, but it's put on a heck of a race tonight. Unfortunately, cytown just coming out swinging. And that's it with game 2.
Well, I tell you what, this race was very close for about the first 3/4 of the race, but what ended up being Dudude's undoing was level 7. He spent a lot of time in this level 7. He at his point, I can't figure out what Dudude is, processing when you're in a race like this down 1-0, but considering what the time was at, considering the caliber runner that cytown was at, Dudude probably should have gambled. I mean, yes, it might have been a bad gamble, but it might have been his only chance. If he would have probably taken more gambles, he may come out on top.
Yep, I think it was 2 seeds in a row that cytown managed to grab that wand a whole heck of a lot earlier, and that combat advantage is taking him through the rest of the seed.
Yeah, the combat helped him. There's no question about it. Plus, he got the magical sword, which he was able to finish off the enemies like a hot knife through butter. But yeah, I think the big difference was level 7. And, level 7 in the vanilla game, I call it 33 rooms of pure torture. I think Dudude's going to be seeing that European map in his sleep tonight.
Yep, taking out this Patra. There's the Triforce.
We do have our winner, cytown, here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, congratulations. You are moving on to the round of 16. A very impressive performance tonight. It was very close through the first 3/4 of the match, but then level 7 happened with Dudude, and you pretty much started to pull away and never look back.
Oh man, I really felt like I was behind the whole time. I took a really dumb death early, and I thought, I don't know, I had to go back into a dungeon. I accidentally bumped into Triforce in 2, went into 2 like 4 different times. It felt like, just to get the knowledge that where the items were. But holy cow, I'm glad it's over.
Yep, I think that combat bonus you had from the wand really set you apart. And then that level 9 for the second seed, throwing those silver arrows at you right away.
That was a lot nicer than the previous seed that we just played, where silvers were also in 9, but it was hidden in the far nether regions. But
yep, I was
worked out.
calling that one as well. So very exciting first race.
I will say this much, cytown. Between August and I don't think I've ever called a race where I've missed more items than this one today. I've lost track of how many items we missed. Chad had to bail us out several times. It was crazy. It's like everything is spawning on your feet. Everything is blending into the background. When did he get this? What did he get? Why is he leaving? Did he get that last item?
I think it was this seed. Recorder was on the floor in 2, I think.
Yep.
Maybe it was
full clear of blue dark nets. Yep.
Okay, that's what it was. And I think I was actually standing on it. I think I Y recorded it, and
right on your feet. Yep.
And I didn't know at first, but yeah, it was. I knew I got something, but just kind of rolled with it.
And then the power bracelet was in an NSU room. I missed that.
Yeah.
Was that on your feet too, by any chance?
No, it was actually laying there when you walked in, if I remember right.
Okay, so just flat out missed it. Oh well.
It was in a room with orange gorillas that could have hidden it behind it, though. So.
Well, there you go. Something orange. It was probably Wizards or the Moblins.
Either that or Dudude was just doing something really exciting at the time.
Yeah, that could have been.
So how about that? The Patra in 7 right out of a staircase.
That was a
crap.
fantastic fight. Fantastically done.
Oh, it scared the crap out of me when I realized it was there.
Yeah, Patra Wayne has a tendency of scaring runners like that, being very rude, coming from the north. In fact, I think you took a death earlier in the scene where you were rudely greeted by a Patra and it sent you back to the start.
Exactly right. The other thing that I did that is embarrassing that's on video was, well, I'm glad I got mags, but I went to Vanilla 6 knowing I needed to go to 6.
Muscle memory.
And so I screen scrolled, went up, actually got mags at 11, and but I thought I was going to 6, and when I walked in and it was 1, I realized, oh crap, I did this wrong.
Yeah, in fact, if you didn't have the muscle memory there, you wouldn't have made a play for the magical sword because you were
No.
sitting in a pretty good spot anyways with that white sword and the jewelry.
Yeah, I mean, I had the potion too. Like, I was fine. Yeah, that was a dumb play that really worked out nicely.
Yes, one of those happy little accidents. See, it's just like Bob Ross. There are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. That was definitely a happy little accident there for you.
I'll take it. Oh man, that was nice, especially with silvers and 9 twice in a row for us. This back to back. And I full cleared items this time and all but one last time, so it was both of them were pretty long seats.
Very efficient, though. Very awesome combat showcase, and you deserve to be moving on. Yeah, you fought well.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I just want to say thank you to you guys too for taking the time out to announce the races and our trackers and our streamers, and it's pretty cool what everybody's doing, and it's just a lot of fun to be a part of the community.
Absolutely, and you've done really well. This is your first tournament, isn't it?
Second one. All
Second.
Boards No Swords was my first.
So yeah, you have really shown a lot of growth since your very first tournament. You're now in the Sweet 16. What do you think about that?
I mean, just I'm still like my nerves are all shot right now. So in the middle of 9, when you're just running around aimlessly, I don't even think I can think clearly right now.
Well, you'll have some time to think about your next opponent. It is either going to be the number 55 seed Tom J, who's definitely made a nice run so far in the tournament, or it is going to be the number 42 seed, Mr. Lord Banana himself, the Greenleaf Effect.
Both have beat me handily more than a couple times, so yeah.
All right, so we'll be looking forward to that matchup.
It'll be good times.
Meanwhile, Dudude just starting level 9 here. We'll see how long it takes him to find those silver arrows. He is playing as the...
Sorry to cut you off, but Dudude has already located those silver arrows, not really hiding very well tonight. Just on the hunt for the door and the roar.
Yeah, that's one of the worst. It's not the worst silver arrows I've ever seen. It's probably the second worst in terms of how easy it was to find, because I think in another race... Or was it the bow? Now I can't remember. It was either the silver arrows or the bow, but Random Effect was in a race, and the very first room he went to the north was a staircase, and it was the item that put him in Kill Ganon mode.
It's always nice to be greeted with what you need.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, Dudude looking for the door and the roar, and of course the door and the roar ended up being kitty corner next to each other.
Yeah, how about that? Once I knew where Zelda was, I still made a little play to the west, but then I just said, forget it. I'm just gonna go near Zelda, and whatever happens at that point, and got lucky.
Yeah, always nice to find that compass early.
It is. And I got it sort of accidentally, because I think I was just farming bombs just to make sure I got my stockpile back up, and then killing enemies to get bombs. I ended up getting the compass. A lot of things fell right for me this go around.
Yep, sometimes that's the way the randomizer gets rolled that night.
Yep. I will say there's the heavy blue whiz robes out of a couple different ones, and the ladder block Triforces out of a couple different ones. That was a little nutty, but all good.
Yeah, the combat in the second seed a bit tougher than that first.
I would agree. And not a lot of Triforces just hanging out at the beginning of a level, except I think 6 in this go around.
Yep, ladder of course being king. Couple of Triforce blocks, or ladder block Triforces rather. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So Dudude trying to figure out the path to the pig, and since Dudude is playing as the Zelda sprite, not going to be rescuing Zelda, instead going to be rescuing Link.
appreciate it, and I think I'm gonna step aside and let you guys finish out with Dudude.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks again for putting on a great race, and good luck to the next round.
Thank you very much, August. You guys have a great day.
Thanks, you too. All right, make sure you give both of our runners, Cytown and Dudude, a follow. They put up a really good show tonight. Also, please make sure you give my commentator partner, August 40th, a follow as well. It's always great doing commentary with you.
Yeah, you as well. Definitely give Laws Cards Fan a follow. Always streaming some interesting stuff. As Dudude has found Ganon. Not sure if he's taken a different route. Doesn't have the compass.
He did take a different route. He came from the west. Got the stun lock here. 8 hits is what we need to take him down. And what a fight for Dudude. That is a difficult fight. Again, Moat Room is a tough fight to try and get a stun lock on. But Dudude, a perfect Ganon fight. Just now needs to find where Zelda is, which again we know is kitty corner southeast of Ganon's room, and yet does not know where Zelda or Link is, rather, because does not have the compass or the map. Remember, those two things were almost next to each other.
If they were, they're right to the north and to the west. Always difficult just sitting back and knowing where the answer is and the runner heading in the wrong direction.
Yep, in Cytown's case, let's face it, both Ganon and Zelda lost. But in Dudude's case, Link was the winner, which means by default, Link is your winner in hide and seek tonight.
Ollie, ollie, oxen free.
Yep, exactly.
Taking the transport back to where the pig was located.
Yep, there's that map.
And the compass
he's
right
there.
Next door.
Yep, he's there. Shutter door opens. Get your GGs out for Dudude. A valiant effort tonight, but in the end, just wasn't enough, as Cytown is the one advancing to the round of 16. But very good tournament for Dudude. Please give it up for him. He was fantastic throughout.
And let's give him a moment to catch his breath and join us in the commentary booth. Great matchup. Of course, always more Zelda 1 rando going on. We had a whole bunch of races happening at the same time as this one, so go ahead and check out those VODs. But in the meantime, we have Dudude in chat. Good game.
Yeah, thank you. What a nightmare of a seed.
Well, a very valiant effort for you tonight, but I think in the end it was that level 7 that really did you in. That took a lot of time that you couldn't afford to lose against Cytown. And the question I want to ask you is, considering how much time you were looking at the seed when you're level 7, did you ever think maybe about gambling on 9, just out of curiosity?
The only reason I took so long on level 7 was like at the end of level 7 I was mostly just looking for the Triforce and trying to see if I could find an alternate route to that pattern so I could approach it from the left side instead of from the middle of the room.
Ah, yes, that was magical staircase.
So finding both the items in 7 was more of lucky break, I guess you could call it.
Right. But I tell you what, yeah, you had a really good level 9. Both you and Cytown had a really good level 9. Very close to the first 3/4 of this race. I mean, you were pretty much trading Triforce for Triforce, important item for important item. But yeah, I just think that level 7 was what really set you back in this particular race. Other than that, I thought you routed this pretty darn good.
It's good to hear, because I just felt the seed was just like a nightmare to play through. Just incredibly tough combat in like every single one of the dungeons, which is something you don't see very often. Like the only one that I'd consider fakely easy here was level 9.
Yeah, both of you made the purchase for the blue ring, rightly so, because yeah, as you mentioned, this was definitely a heavy combat seed. You had a lot of rooms, confined spaces with either Wizrobes or Dark Nuts or Gibdos. I mean, yeah, the Gibdos really had your number tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's kind of shameful, honestly, because they're rather easy enemies normally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that does
the-
happen.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, race 1 was a bit closer. I think you guys were about 3 minutes apart from level 9.
Yeah.
And you know that, as you said, the second seed was pretty awful combat wise.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. He definitely deserves to win, I'd say.
Cytown, also a couple of other things that helped him out. He found the red ring in level 6 and then made an error in recording. He had his muscle memory going on because he needed the Triforce out of level 6, so he warped to level 6's location, tried for the magical sword since it was on the way, and it turns out 11 hearts was enough.
Yeah, I was actually tempted to consider continue diving 6 since it was technically just trying to hop around finding the final staircase since I'd found the red candle on the floor there, but just didn't get around to it. Like, I was at that point, I felt incredibly far behind, so I didn't feel like I should spend my time digging 6, and then of course 7 happened, and I was like, well, so much for that.
Yeah, you definitely were making the smart plays, the mathematically, smart plays to make, but it just doesn't always work out in your favor. But still put on a great set of races. Definitely hope to see you either behind the scenes. I know you were tracking the other night, but always room here in the commentary booth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll definitely be around. I'll definitely be sticking around to volunteer for the tournament.
And also, of course, Dudude, you had beaten Jay Coper in the round of 64, and that is no easy task. I mean,
Yeah,
Jay
I'm
Coper,
still
one of the
I'm still-
best in the business. You know, he's been around the block a very long time, like almost since its inception. He was like the king of the nightlies, one of the best in business. So taking him down, I mean, you definitely deserve a lot of praise for getting as far as you did.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that happened. But well, wasn't to be the same thing tonight. So, well, unfortunate, but what can you do about it?
We can't wait to see you join the next tournament, whenever that might be. But GG's to you. You put up a great performance tonight. Not enough to win the day this time around, but maybe next time, my friend.
Maybe next time. We'll see. I'll just have to keep practicing.
Yeah, doesn't
Alright.
hurt to practice. In the meantime, we have who's racing right now? Is Crystal Saver still racing Angel FM?
Not sure. I know that race was in progress, and there's another race that's currently in progress as well on Speed Gaming 2. That's Captain Green versus Chess Jerk. That's a game number 1, so that might be a place that we could head for as well. And I think another race that's in progress is Random Effect versus Fried Teeth on Randomania. That's a game number 2. But let me see if the other race that you were mentioning, that Crystal Saver one, let's see if that's still in progress. I am not going to spoil the result. And wait, wrong channel.
It does look like that is over. I was noticing Randomania, and that's the Random Effect versus Sprite Teeth match. So
Right.
just those 2 matches going on, but there's plenty of VODs that I'm sure some of y'all have missed out while we've been gabbing. So plenty of Zelda 1 Randomizer to catch up on, and some to go see right now.
And it looks like we currently have 3 races on the docket tomorrow, and they're all going to be in the early evening hours. We have Tom J versus the Greenleaf Effect in the round of 32. Game number 1 is going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern, and game number 2 is going to be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. In between those two, we have Antlers 44 versus Elendar. That is the rubber match, the decider. Winner take all, advancing to the next round. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern. All of them should be good matches, August.
Yep, there's not going to be any snoozers for the rest of the tournament. Just tons of exciting races, awesome players, and of course, I got to say it, I've been saying it this whole tournament, got to thank these racers for racing these races, because without them racing these races, we wouldn't have these races to watch being raced.
Yeah, no question about it there. So with that, that's going to draw our coverage to a close this evening here on Speed Gaming. On behalf of our 2 runners, Cytown and Dudude, make sure you give them both a follow. They did a tremendous job. For everybody here on Speed Gaming and all the Speed Gaming family of networks, make sure you give all Speed Gaming 1 through 6 a follow, including all of the different foreign language broadcasts. I believe there's Spanish, French, German, and Portuguese. So make sure you give them all a follow. It's an interesting experience to listen to the speedrunning races in a different language. So yeah, definitely check them out. And also, please make sure you give my commentator partner August 40th a follow as well. So with that, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great evening. We will see you tomorrow night.